Well, welcome back.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
The second session of our second campaign. It's I have one question for you guys before we get into it. So, who are you guys giving your inspiration to from last session, or unless you guys decided that amongst yourselves?
No, we forgot to talk about it.
I think you should go to Bree for her cooking. I thought that was really cool.
I am 100% in agreement with that.
I was gonna
Hell
vote
yeah.
for Onox for being played to character.
I say cooking as well.
Cooking for me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Majority rules in Briar's favor.
All right. So, last session, after arriving at Obryx's Crystal Tavern, you spent some time inside, met some of the faces, good or bad, and eventually found yourselves meeting with Casimir Ovan, your contact from the
Everhold Institute.
Yes, Everhold Institute. Yep, it's right here. Who had hired you guys through the Fortune Hunters to act as escorts for him on his quest up into the mountain. That night, you guys had a run-in with some kind of shadow. It was a hard-fought battle, and unfortunately, at the end of it, you found Casimir Ovan's lifeless body. At which point, it seemed that in the blink of an eye, you were standing just outside of Obryx's Crystal Tavern, hours prior. The music picks back up, the lights inside flickering, you can hear the sounds of life. Snow of the Mountain, your arm is outstretched, and in your hand you hold a golden coin. The coin is very warm.
Just get that flipped at you by a halfling.
Was this just after he flipped me, or is this?
It was just after you grabbed the coin out of the air.
Oh, so
mean,
this is
like-
right as we're coming into the tavern?
Correct, you've not gone inside yet.
I'm gonna inspect the coin.
It's warm.
See if
Give me an investigation.
I grab Dimitar's hand and be like, whoa. Have you ever heard of deja vu?
Yeah, I think this is more than that, though.
The gold coin appears to bear a face in profile of a woman with flowers in her hair.
Is this like?
Actually,
This
give
is
me
a-
a religion check. Alright, so you recognize as Evandra, the goddess of luck.
Well, guys, I think we may have lucked out, and I'm gonna hold up the coin.
I definitely recommend we put that luck where it can best be used.
We may have already
See?
used it because it is hot.
It's not hot, it's warm. You know,
It's
like
warm.
That's body temperature warm.
Warm enough to feel it in your hand, you know, like a
Got
pocket.
left out in the sun.
Yeah, it's been on the sun a little too long. It's not burning you or anything. It's fine to handle, but it's warm.
Can I ask, based off of my experience with a cult and this type of undead, re-dead type of, under my experiments, Does this remind me of anything?
What do you mean?
So when I was in captivity and I was going, being experimented upon, even though my memories of it are kind of not really lucid, do I remember of any type of groundhog type experience? Like, is it an arcane? Like, does that trigger anything for her?
No, this is not a thing that you would have heard of before.
Okay.
Do we notice anything different about our surroundings, the exterior of Obryx, the space we find ourselves in, or does it look exactly like before?
Give me a perception check.
Also, is the guy who flicked the coin at us still there or
Give me
walking
a
away?
perception check. As far as you can tell, all things are identical. As you kind of scan the rainy streets behind you, you can see the Furbolg, who had passed you previously leaving the tavern, but you do not see the halfling who tossed you the coin.
Well, it seems we've been given another chance.
Yeah, another
Guess we
chance to. I bet as soon as we walk in here, those people that fought us in the beginning are going to be in there, so we might as well get a jump on them.
Or we just bypass them in general and we go straight upstairs.
Right.
They're
If
gonna
we
be an
don't have
issue
to fight them,
regardless.
then let's not.
If everything is as it was before, they did not engage until the maps. If they don't know about the map, there will be no engagement.
Agreed.
Well, regardless of what y'all do, I'm still gonna cook some dinner. I'm still hungry.
Oh, we definitely want to making that shepherd's pie.
All right. Well, instead of standing out in the rain, let's just go inside for right now.
Alright, are you guys heading inside?
I'm
Yep.
heading in.
Yep. Heading inside.
And tuck the coin into a very safe pocket.
Okay.
After seeing the cooking conditions last time, I do follow Prior out to help her prestidigitate some stuff in order to cook.
Okay. So, you step out of the cold fall evening and into the warm and loud tavern. Amongst the numerous patrons, you notice, to your right, an eclectic group of travelers gathered around a pair of bards. Two of them singing Gethares, the Maid of Thalassa, while the rest painfully howl the tune and forget the words. To your left, you see a table of 4 halflings, 3 of them asleep, holding empty pint glasses. The 4th attempting to finish the last few gulps. At the bar, an elf and a dwarf are engaged in a heated conversation while the barkeep refills their glasses. A half-orc tavern maid passes your party carrying a tray of ales. Have a seat anywhere, dearies, and I'll be by to take your order, okay?
Can I, knowing what's about to happen, try to catch the trays as I know they're about to fall?
Sure. Go ahead and give me an athletics check with advantage.
Can I do acrobatics?
Sure, that works too. Alright. You kind of noticing what's about to happen, seen this before, you kind of stand behind her. A massive Goliath leaps up from his chair in front of her, letting out a deep belly laugh. He catches her in the side, and you kind of grab the tray of glasses and like lift them out of her hands as she pulls back a second. She's like, "Oh, thank you." And he kind of looks back like, "Oh, sorry, didn't mean to." And then he kind of sits back down. What are you guys doing?
Well, let's open a tab and sit here. I think there's an open table, and we can enjoy a drink while we wait for the evening's events to unfold.
I'm gonna mean mug the hell out of the thugs as I walk up to the bar where like beside where the elf and dwarf were, and order drinks.
All right.
I'm gonna go get a room.
Okay. Going and renting a room. Costs 2 silver. A round of drinks for the table costs 1 gold. The thugs at their table, they don't pay attention to you at all. They're deep in their games of chance, you know, throwing gold coins on the table, laughing and getting a little too drunk.
I'll
I'll
hand.
find the.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna find the waitress and ask her if I can go use the kitchen.
Certainly. You help me out, I'll let you use it. It's not too busy, just us back in there.
Come on, Demetari.
Following.
Once I get the room, look to Javid and shall we? And I gesture towards the stairs.
Yes, by all means.
You guys are given the same room as last time.
Cook our meal a little quicker this time since we know where everything is.
The fellow in the back who is doing the cooking for he just kind of watches you, and you're like, you already know where everything is, like opening the right drawers and pulling stuff out, and he just kind of like, that's weird.
Oh, most kitchens are set up the same, don't you know?
He just squints at you and like rubs his back of his hand in his beard.
So I'm gonna sit on the side of the table that was like nearest the wall, and I'm gonna perch in my chair and basically just mean mug everybody that tries to make eye contact.
Wait. So I might have a problem with it. Wait, where are you sitting?
Like on a chair that's closer to the wall.
So are you sitting on the one right here? Yeah, because I would want to sit basically with the best vantage point, and that would be the one next to the bar with everything. So if you sit there, I'm going to tell you to move.
Well, I think he's sitting on the opposite side, looking towards the
Yeah,
patrons.
I can't move my token.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same.
Me neither.
There we go. I'm going to sit there. She's very territorial.
When Snow and I go upstairs, is there anybody on the landing? I recall there are tables up there.
There's a few people up there. Just some looks to be villagers just enjoying their ales.
All right. I will whisper to Snow. Keep an eye up here. I'm going to see if I can't catch Casimir before he enters. And I'll go back downstairs, throw my the hood of my cloak back up, and step out into the weather.
All right. So we've got Briar and Demetari are cooking. Onyx and Azrael are just kind of scoping out the bar. Snow the Mountain, what are you doing?
Gonna be chilling up on the landing.
Okay, just
Yeah,
like watching the
pretty
bar. Go ahead and give
Yeah.
me perception
Yeah.
checks from you guys who are keeping eyes out.
No, listen, we have a podcast.
Stop that, we don't have a podcast. That's not real.
We do have a podcast.
It's only for Lindell.
Haley says you hate her. I'll send you a link.
Haley can watch it too. Alright. Onyx, you're just kind of like You're too focused on the guy who like kicked your butt last time, and you're just like staring intently at him, and he's not paying any attention to you. He like locks eye contact with you once and like raises his mug, and you just upset.
Yeah, I'm just absolutely pissed off, and the only thing stopping me from starting a bar fight is the fact that everybody told me not to.
Azrael. There doesn't seem, and I should say Snow Mountain as well. There, you don't notice anything unusual or untoward. The patrons of the bar, they're pretty, friendly folk going about their business. Just the thugs in the center who are obviously people who aren't from around here. They're just kind of the loudest figures at the bar. Javid, it is coming down. It is hard for you to spot anything at any range. It's just this like deluge. Is there anything else you guys would like to do, or are you just waiting for Javid at this point?
Casimir?
Sorry, yes. Just waiting for Casimir.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still drinking my, hot spiced wine, and as soon as Briar and Demetari come back with the food, I will obviously eat that, and I'm reading poetry and all the standard ritual stuff.
All right.
And when we burning hands,
Sorry, say again?
I tell Anox that he could always spike the drinks of the thugs with Azrael's peppers if he would like to get some sort of vengeance.
I making their drinks taste better is not vengeance.
I find that not everyone loves that sort of spice in their life, and it'd be incredibly funny to see these guys sweat over it.
I'm just not gonna reply. I'm just gonna angrily twitch my tail like pissed off cats do.
Can't be that mad.
Alright, some time passes. And Javid, you finally notice, just kind of like pulling up to the gate in front of Obryx's Crystal Tavern, is this like little covered cart driven by a fellow. He's got two like large horses pulling. And little fellow kind of hops out of the back, hood up, and walks up to the front, and you hear them exchange a few words, and like reaches up to the driver. Then the little fellow kind of turns and starts coming towards the building, the cart, yeah, and keeps going down the road away. The fellow approaches, and you recognize that it is Casimir.
I will say, good evening, Casimir. I've been expecting you. I'm Javid of the Fortune Hunters.
He kind of jumps a little bit in the rain. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Good to meet you. I would have expected to see you inside, I think.
Oh, of course.
Out of this rain."
Well, you're a day late.
I'm not.
I thought we were to meet yesterday.
No, that's not true.
I was misinformed.
No, you were supposed to be here a day early and ensure that accommodations were available.
Well, you're in luck. Yes, accommodations are available. Before we go in, though, I wanted to let you know that there are some people who will be overly interested in hearing about what we have planned. So any discussion we make about about our plans should take place in a private room where we can't be overheard.
Give me a persuasion check. All right. I don't believe that it was covered very well to the fortune hunters exactly what our plans were, but sure. Sounds good to
No,
me.
but you're right that the plans were not covered, but anything involving the fortune hunters is something that we want to keep others who are not part of our party from overhearing. I mean, I suspect that what you have to say is involves a risky venture, and there are those who might want to try to take advantage of any information. So if that's all right with you, why don't we go in, get the key to your room, and take it upstairs for a quiet discussion with the party.
Oh, excellent. Sounds good to me. Let's get out of this rain.
Oh, by all means.
And he kind of heads towards the door and heads inside. The rest of you...
Hold it open for him.
All right.
Follow him in.
The rest of you see the door open and the rain kind of coming in a little bit, and Casimir Ovan and Javid come inside.
I'll walk with him to the bar, sort of in a friendly accompanying fashion.
All right. You kind of follow him over to the bar. He exchanges a few quick words with the bartender, gets the keys to his room, and turns. I suppose you all are ready for this?
Yes. I will nod to the members of our party who are at the table, and say, yes, we're ready for the discussion. Why don't we make our way by ones and twos upstairs, and Onyx, would you let the ladies in the kitchen know that we're here?
Yeah, I'll let them know.
I think
They're
we're
not-
at the table right
Yeah,
now.
they're all back.
We're eating at this point.
Okay.
You've been waiting
missed
outside in the rain for like probably an hour.
Dang.
Okay, so did
I'm
we
cold.
get
I'm
the
gonna take a bite of
benefits
pie.
of the dinner?
Those only apply during a short rest. I mean, so yes, yes, you would be able to take a short rest.
Alright,
So
so
anyone who spends hit die gains, I believe, the extra D8.
Yeah.
I wanted to clarify something. So when we leveled up, I'm assuming we have renewed spell slots, but just those who were like had their hit points reduced, they keep that.
Yeah, the only thing they carried over was the hit point reduction.
Okay, just want to double check.
Your wounds reopen, that kind of thing, when it reset.
All right. So I'll precede him, going upstairs, and make sure everything looks safe up there. Check with Snow that nothing's happened upstairs to worry about.
Also, so where I'm at is I have a view of the like Tavern Commons.
Yes.
So as I come up, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out to see if anyone's like tracking.
Okay. You do not notice anyone paying attention to them. Nothing unexpected. Everyone else seems engaged in their conversations or their music or whatnot.
Everything seems to be in order.
Everything does seem to be in order.
So I say that to Javid, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Shall we use
And
our room?
let's do, yes. That way, if anyone is expecting Casimir to be in his room, will be disappointed.
So is everybody going upstairs now?
Slowly, not all at once, like in ones and twos, but yeah.
You seem put off by all these extra precautions.
Say again?
Does Casimir seem put off by all these extra precautions?
He's a little confused. He's not necessarily put off, but he's a little confused. But he at this point, you know, you guys have been kind of following him and like guiding him around the establishment, and he's like, man, these guys take their security very seriously.
You said there's 2 bards?
Correct.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to one of the bards and put 5 gold in his hand. And play the most annoying song you know. And see if you can get everybody out of here.
And he's like, he keeps strumming along, stops singing. He's like, I'm sorry, sir, but 5 gold's a little bit less than what I would expect just from the, you know, tips I receive for the evening. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more to cut the evening short.
Here's another 5 then.
Alright, give me a persuasion. Very well. And he takes your 10 gold. And he kind of whispers to the other one. They both pause for a second, and then they just start launching into this like squawking varietal of this like bardish tune. Everyone's like, boo, boo, not that. And the thugs are like, what is this? I thought this place was a nice establishment. I'm getting out of here. People are like moving away from them. The crowd clears around them, and they just like keep going. All right, so you guys are heading upstairs.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the room that Snow rented and gesture to Casimir to follow us in there.
He kind of is like, my room was over here, I believe.
Well, yes, we can let you drop your things off in your room later, but for the introductions, we wanted to have a sort of a quiet conversation outside of earshot. You understand?
Very well.
So leading him into the room, pull up a chair, invite him to sit, and everybody, I assume, props themselves up around the
well, so as
and
soon as
we're
we get
sitting
in
on
the
the bed and
room,
stuff.
can I check the windows and make sure they're all locked, and maybe like put like try to find something to put behind them so they can't easily be, you know, propped open?
Sure, give me an investigation check. Alright, so, the windows don't really have locks on them, and there's not really, the way that they kind of swing open, there's not a convenient way to seal them shut. you know that there's only one window into the room, so you can watch it pretty effectively, and you're able to kind of look out and see that just the way that it stands, like no one can get to the window and kind of listen in, so you're safe in that regard.
What about shutters? Do the windows have shutters?
It does have shutters, so you can shut it so that no one can see in and out, but you can't seal it, basically.
Azrael, maybe you could close the shutters, and that'll give us a measure more of privacy. And once everyone's settled and ready, I'll introduce myself and the party to Casimir and say, I apologize, sir, for what may seem to be an excess of concern, but we take your safety very seriously and want to make sure that nothing interrupts our introductions and what you have to say.
I appreciate that. I suppose, how much have they told you as far as the expectations for this mission? I know they won't have gone over many of the details, but how much did the fortune hunters tell you?
Simply that you needed a sturdy band to escort you.
Very well. Well, as you likely have been told, I am Casimir Vaughn of the Everhold Institute. Traveled quite a ways from this, all the way east. Skipped a few patrols of Ostrinium over by Toravir Deep. It was a fairly interesting situation there. But as an antiquarian within the Everhold Institute, I've done a fair bit of research on the Age of Arcanum. Specifically the magocracies and flying cities of the era before. My desire is just to simply recover and locate some of these lost valuable artifacts. In my research, the dwarves of Toravir Deep and Kagarum have done a great bit of excavating in the Khazarain Hills, mining up old broomstone deposits, and I believe, after a few years of research myself, there appears to be kind of a trending and localizations of these objects up in the mountains. There's a few specific locations. I can actually point them out to you. And he kind of pulls out, like, kind of digs through his backpack a little bit and, like, pulls out a few maps, like, oh, not this one, not this one. Pulls one out and he just unfurls it, and you can see it's this, like, detailed map of the Khazarain Hills. And it's got, like, a few, like, marked off points in the mountain. In a few different locations. There's a few south, probably no more than, like, maybe 100 miles from North End up into the Khazarain Hills towards Eisenhall. And then there's a few more towards the north near Silafir.
Are there any that I'm familiar with growing up here?
You probably would have been from the south, so more your tribe. So the excavations closer to Eisenhall definitely would be kind of familiar to you.
Now, as for the finding these artifacts, is it simply the finding them, or are you expecting to be able to return with them? Are these the sorts of artifacts one could slip in a backpack, or are we talking about the engines that floated the cities?
We'll recover what we can recover, but overall my intent simply is to locate larger deposits and mark them for future expedition.
Very good. Looking around, does anyone have questions or concerns? Are anyone clear on what we're doing?
Can I say in Undercommon to Casimir Do you understand the dangers you are asking?
He kind of looks at you and in very broken undercommon. That's why I hired you.
I just nod.
Where did you procure these maps?
Well, these maps and the one that he's unfolding, like marking the locations, this one I created myself. But most of the records that I have been tracking are simply just excavation records from Tour of Your Teeth.
I'm gonna poke my head out of the door and check the hall to make sure no one's out there.
Make a perception check.
Wow, you made that map? Do you think you could teach me during our travels?
Sure. If we before we leave, we require some parchment and other things. I was going to talk to you about that. Plans for tomorrow. I intend to leave about midnight. And in the morning, I'd like to ensure that we acquire anything that we require for our travel. There doesn't appear to be anybody else in the hallway.
Could
There's-
I
go ahead.
borrow a pearl worth $100?
Well, I'm not familiar with $1, but I'm afraid I don't have any
sorry.
pearl.
Could you buy one as part of the excavation?
Make a persuasion check.
Does Casimir seem to recognize what the pearl would be for? That it's a material component for identify.
Let's find out. Yes, you can tell that he knows what you're talking about. But unfortunately, I can't make such an expense currently. I myself am not equipped to cast such spells, and it's not part of my per diem to make such a purchase.
Pity, it would have helped. But no matter. We'll bear up and do what we can to identify things the mundane way.
Indeed.
So we have had some intelligence that there might be an attack on your life this evening. Or overnight. So what we're hoping is that you will indulge us a little bit. Stay in a different room, not your own, so that if someone knowing which room you're in does try to assassinate you in the middle of the night, that you won't be there to suffer the effect.
Make a persuasion check. I will give you it's a straight roll.
Can I help him with that?
Yeah,
Can
I'll say
I-
that you
can I-
guys are kind of like the precautions that you guys are taking kind of lend yourselves an air of believability on such a statement. So yeah, I'll say you can do it with advantage.
Azrael, do you wear a necklace?
I do not.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that you hired us to be your security. Let us secure you.
Very well. As long as I still get a bed.
Absolutely. We want you to be every bit as comfortable, simply not where anyone wishing you harm would easily find you.
Very well. I concur. Is it all right if I go have some dinner? I've been on the road a while, and hitchhiking and then this sort of thing is a bit uncomfortable.
Absolutely, yes. We can.
We
If
actually
anyone
just had
wishing
some
to,
fantastic food.
Yeah, when we have some shepherd pie left over, we can just hand him.
Yeah, probably.
you know what? Let's go down, a few of us, and come back with some drinks, and we'll make a party up here.
No discussion of maps or anything we're doing in the commons.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree. I
not.
will not do such a thing.
You stay here.
All right. And he just
Do
kind
we
of
still hear
awkwardly
that
sits in the
god-awful-
chair. Say again?
Do we still hear that god awful music?
Yeah, they're still blasting it down. They're playing like this discordant melody. They're hitting all the wrong notes.
I'm picturing them playing Baby Shark over and over and over.
It's
In my head it was like Wheels on the Bus go round and round, but in like the wrong key, and they're like playing opposite tempos.
Yeah, it's a Marquesian version of the spokes on the cart go round and round, and they're both off key but on different off keys. And one of them doesn't know the words, and the other one is half singing it too loudly with a bad accent.
All right, so I'm gonna go down with Javid to get the drinks and stuff. Does it seem pretty empty?
Yeah, it's pretty much, there's like one or two people left. There's like one guy who's like asleep in a chair. And like the bartender, the bar itself is cleared. You can see them in the back, just kind of like fingers in their ears, looking.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to the bards and say, I appreciate you guys' help. You guys can play normal stuff now.
What's the look of the guy who's asleep?
We should also tip the barkeep for any lost revenue.
And it's just one night. They'll make it up.
The barkeep looks very upset about this.
What's the
Do they
asleep guy
change
look
their-
like?
Do they change their tune?
Yeah, they go back into some like this like flowing melody. Like very obviously they're well trained and they know how to play their instruments. The bartender's like grumbling, looking at them as you guys approach. The guy who's asleep is just this like fat old like farmer human. He's got this big like scraggly beard and he's just like.
So I'll tip the bartender 5 gold. Say for your trouble.
Are there any shadows that aren't acting accordingly or naturally?
Make a perception check. Not that you notice. Looks normal.
While they're downstairs, I am awkwardly trying to butter up Casimir about how much better his cartography skills are than the other maps.
Give me a persuasion check.
Would be performance.
Sure.
Are
Whichever
there
you'd like.
Are there like wall sconces with like lanterns on the like stairs and the upper landing and stuff? Is it like candles,
It's
lanterns?
just candles. There's just a bunch of candles.
Okay. So as we get the stuff and start heading back up, I'm going to use control flames and double the brightness of the candles along the back strip.
Okay. How long does that last?
It lasts an hour, but I'm gonna keep flaring them up as long as I'm awake.
I'll order a round of drinks for the party, and collect them and take them upstairs when they're poured.
All right. So, yeah, doubling the brightness of the lights, grabbing some drinks and some more food for Casimir. You guys return to the room. He is very appreciative of your doting on him and his cartography skill. No one appreciates feedback at the Everhold Institute. I practiced quite a bit on these. These aren't even my original drafts. I made dozens of those and passed them up to some of the more senior researchers.
I can tell you fully dedicated yourself to these maps. I know that we've just met, but I would love to study these further before I rest for the evening. Do you think that I could borrow them? I'll take very, very good care.
You're welcome to review them further in here, just so you have a better understanding of our trip tomorrow.
Oh, but they can't leave your sight?
I'll say that you another student of cartography, you're welcome to borrow.
Ah, thank you. Again, I'll take very good care of them. You'll see them first thing in the morning.
Much appreciated. Good luck and have fun reading them. You guys arrive with food and drink, and he just starts slamming it back and scarfing it down.
We make pleasant, innocuous conversation just to pass the time. Maybe pull out cards, or if anybody's got a gaming, any kind of entertainment.
Ooh. Azrael will
This past
recite
evening.
elven poetry.
As soon as she breaks out the book and starts reading, I'm gonna drag a chair out in the hallway.
Okay.
I'm gonna post up and continue using control flame to brighten up the hallway near the stairs and everything, and keep watch.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check, and Azrael, can I get a performance check? Is this good poetry you're reading, or?
I mean, it's not her own. It's from a book that she bought that probably has a bunch of historic elven poetry in it.
Okay. All right. You read the elven poetry pretty well. I don't know how many of you speak elven.
Javi enjoys
do.
it. Yeah.
Does Casimir speak elven?
He does speak Elvish, and he likes your poetry.
Mm.
I don't understand the sing-songy things. I'm gonna go sit out in the hall with Onyx.
Alright.
And sharpen my sword.
Snow, do you have any working leather on you? Any extra working leather on you?
I might have a little bit. What do you need it for?
I just need a 2-inch thick strip that's probably a 1.5 long. If you got any extra on you.
Will it be usable when you're done with it?
I mean, I'm gonna be using it. What, do you want money for it? I'll give you, 5 copper for it? I just don't have any extra leather on me.
The only leather I have on me that isn't my armor is this honing strap.
Oof. Alright, I'll figure it out.
So before she can go on to another poem, I'm going to say, me next, and launch into one of my songs for my homeland.
Alright. A Feywild fairy song.
Javid has not heard this before, and he is fascinated.
Are you singing in Sylvan?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and give me a performance check. It is sharp and shrill to non-fairy ears. It is An acquired taste, to be sure.
It's like, ooh, that smell. Gonna be great.
So yeah, Briar, that's really good food you cooked earlier.
Only one of my many talents.
Azrael, I did have a question about your attire. Do you have, like, leather straps on your arms, leather straps on...
I am not wearing leather. I'm wearing just normal clothing. I don't have armor on, so it's just like normal clothing. It's like kind of a sleeveless type, kind of loose tunic, and then probably just also similar loose. Just it lets her move quickly. And a
You have
martial
a,
arts type.
you have a belt?
She might have a belt, yeah. Sure.
Right. Good enough for me.
Sure. You want a belt?
Mage armor. So if you're wearing leather, I can up your AC by 3.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. At this point, it's getting late, and Casimir kind of enjoying the Elvish and Sylvan poetry and singing. He says, well, is this the room that I'm to sleep in, or is there a different one that you would like me in? Obviously, this one isn't my room, I believe.
Think of it as your room. Now the other room. Do we know? We've gotten another room, right? Does it have
You guys have
windows?
3.
So 2 we got, and 1 that Casimir got. Does the other room have a window?
Yes. They all have.
All right. This room, being at the end of the hall, is probably best. We do want you to feel welcome and comfortable, Casimir. But I hope you won't mind if we have 1 or 2 of us staying in the room with you as bodyguards.
I'm gonna actually whisper to Javiv. I think we should stay together. Safety in numbers.
I was thinking that a couple of us would stay out in the hall, and 2 in the room with Javid and that way we don't know what's coming exactly.
I think,
But,
or here asleep, 2 on watch, rotate.
yeah, 2 on watch, rotate, definitely.
Girl, I love you, but I do not want to share a room with you.
She's already changing into her silk pajamas.
So, you guys already went to your rooms? Like, I'm still sitting in the hallway.
I'm in the room with Casimir. I thought we all were there.
Snow and Onyx went out into the hallway, but the 4 others of us are with Casimir in the room. I will bid good night. I'll go to one of the other rooms, and you know what? I'll use the room that Casimir got the key to, and take my trance in there.
About what time is it, DM?
Probably about close to midnight.
Okay, knowing about what time it is, I'm gonna look at Snow and be like, I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go back into the room where Azrael is, and I'm gonna offer my hand like to shake it, be like, we both know what's coming, so good luck. Azrael,
Yeah, sorry.
do you shake my hand?
I was reading the D&D Beyond or stuff. Yeah, I'll shake your hand, but I'm not leaving the room.
So as soon as you touch my hand, you feel your belt tighten up a little bit, and
Ah.
your base AC starts at 13. So it's 13 plus Wiz plus Dex, which would put you at a 21.
Yep. Oh, that feels nice. How long does that last?
8 hours, and it's not concentration.
So you cast mage armor.
I cast Mage Armor on her, and as I walk out, I'm casting Mage Armor on myself and also consuming 2 sorcery points to get a spell slot back.
Okay.
So I'm only down 1 spell slot.
So
I'll check the Casimir's intended room. Make sure that the shutters are bolted and the room seems safe. And then lie on the
so
bed.
the windows cannot be locked.
Right, but the shutter.
Yes, you can close them and like bolt them, but it's not a lock. Like someone can just open them.
From the inside, right?
Sure.
Right.
Totally.
Could it be assumed that with my history of working with dead people that I might carry around incense?
Do you have instance?
That's up to you. Do you want to include that as mortician's tools? Or, I mean, like, this is where I'm kind of metaing a little bit, but, you know, I'm just asking.
Sure. We'll say that as part of your mortician's kit, you have incense. Seems like a thing that you might carry.
Right. Yeah. Think about what the people that made the Egyptian mummies used, right? So salt, incense, various flavored things and desiccating things, and makes total sense.
Okay, awesome. How much time do I... Basically, what I'm trying to do is do Find Familiar as a ritual.
Okay. How long does that take to cast? I believe that's an hour.
An
right?
hour and 10 minutes for me because I'm not using a spell slot.
Okay. All right. So is everyone where they want to be? So Javid is in Casimir's room. Onyx and Snow are out in the hallway / the overlook, looking down on the tavern below. And then Casimir, Azrael, Demetari, and Briar are all in the other room.
I would like to not sleep in the same room as Azrael. I don't think anyone's gonna get rest in there.
I can go to the closet.
Never thought about why that was a problem.
She don't sleep, y'all. But yeah, so I wanna go up on this room over here.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Would you guys like
Still not
some
leaving
cotton
them.
to put in your ears?
How do you get
Us
out of
on
the
watch
door?
cannot have that, and I'll just hand you some cotton while you're trying to rest.
I guess. What are you guys gonna do for the guy, though?
We can hand him that to him too.
Alright. I'm gonna tell him, buckle up. You know what? I think it'd still be good to have at least one person in the other room, so I'm gonna take it.
Smart.
Just the room, yeah?
Yes.
Hey Snow, how long do you think we're gonna be out here, or do you think we're taking the whole night?
No, we should probably talk about watch schedules. I'll take second watch.
I'll take anything but first watch because I'll be doing my ritual.
Well, so Snow and Ox have first watch, right? And that'd be 2 hours, right? And then, or wait, no, if we're doing double watches or two people, then we would need to extend the watches. Because we'd
Well,
have
we
three total.
basically need to burn 4 hours so Javid can get it. He's already offered to take like the brunt of the
Oh,
watch.
okay. So we just need, if you two want to do the first watch, then I and someone else can do the second watch.
I'll do the second
then-
watch with you.
Okay, and then Javid can come and finish it out.
Works for me.
Yep.
All right.
And I'll be with Javid until I can't stand it any longer, I guess.
Javid or
You.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'll be the third watch technically, right? Because it's two and two.
oh, you don't. Well, I guess yeah, you could sit with Javid for however long you want. You can come out once you
Right.
have your full rest.
I'd like to make a note as well that I have rolled up the maps and placed them in my backpack, which is on my person.
Okay. All right. For your rest, Javid, are you able to? It's kind of like meditating, so you're not really.
It's not sleep. It's a trance.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
But you're not really.
semi-conscious.
Yeah, you're not really like paying attention or anything, so it'd be passive perception on anything.
Right.
Okay. All right. So Snow and Onyx, can I get you two to give me your perception checks for your watch? The hours pass. You refresh the brightness of the lights, kind of keeping this well illuminated upper level of the tavern over the few hours of your watch. Are you taking the whole 4 hours until Javid finishes his trance, or are you planning to swap out with anybody in the middle?
So Briar and I were gonna swap out after 2 hours.
Okay.
So when they come to swap out, I'm gonna refresh the brightness on those 3 items and tell them this super bright's only gonna last for about an hour. Just so you know.
All right.
All right.
So Snow and Onyx, you're swapping out with Azriel and Demetari.
Yes.
No, Briar, I thought.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So somebody can have my room.
All right. All right, you two standing in the hallway. I need the two of you to give me perception check. All right. And are you guys just keeping it for a while after this?
When Javid has his long rest, he'll come and relieve us.
Okay. Alright. You don't notice anything unusual in your watch. There's no one else present in the tavern. There's no sounds of any other life. Just the rainstorm above. You can hear the pitter-patter on the roof above you. It's terribly quiet. The lights eventually dim back down.
Can I have a conversation with Briar?
Yes?
What's it like in the Feywild?
Oh my gosh, it's so bright compared to this place. I never even knew. Like, it's vivid and alive. Literally everything's alive. Smells are more. It's insane. How do you
Why
even
do you-
live?
Not well. Why'd you leave?
curiosity mostly. As dull as this place is, it is actually pretty fascinating. It's the difference, you know? Like wherever you grow up, you want something else. Yeah.
No, but I hope you find what makes you happy.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'll want to go home eventually. I do miss my people, but for now, this is good.
All right.
Where are you trying to end up?
I want to punish those who do bad things.
Oh. Okay. You wanna say some more about that?
Well, I had some very bad things happen to my family and myself, and I want to punish those who did those things. I also want to punish people who do other bad things to other people. Yeah, that's my goal.
Sounds lonely.
It is.
But what do you do after you, quote unquote, punish?
Punish more people. There are always
Alright.
bad people to punish.
I mean, I guess, but you don't want like a life.
This is my life.
Okay.
What do you see life as?
I don't know. A big family, drinking, partying, having fun, floating around, seeing the world.
We are seeing the world.
True. I guess you do drink.
A lot, yes.
Aren't people part of what makes it great?
They did. They did. Those people are gone.
I mean, there's lots of people. You can find more people.
I don't trust people.
It's alright. One day you'll come and see my people. I like it.
That might be nice. I could punish people in the Feywild. That
There
might be
are
nice.
lots to punish there. That's okay. But I think once you see how we get down, I think you're gonna like it there.
I hope you take us.
Of course.
Do you know how to get back?
Yeah, there's portals all over the woods.
You just walk through a portal?
You just gotta know where they are, and I just happen to know where they are.
Useful skill.
Yeah, it's kind of a family thing.
Why were you in our wagon?
You were there, so it seemed like the place to be. No? We were just passing by, so I decided, why not? I didn't see anybody else for a while.
You are curious. I like you.
I just go where the opportunity presents itself.
Good kill. I hope you have many more.
Hey, what now?
You had good kill. I hope you have many more.
Oh, okay. You too?
Yeah, that.
All right. After about 4 hours or so, Javid, you kind of awake from your trance, feeling well rested. You do not notice the window is unopened. The rain's died down a little bit. The trap is unsprung underneath your window.
All right, so get up, relieve Azrael and Briar. and get Demetari up to join me, and we will keep an eye out.
I think she needs 2 more hours before she can join you.
Yeah, I believe you are the only one who would be able to have completed a long rest.
All right.
So, can I say that I'm assuming at this point I have already completed my ritual before I went to bed?
Yes.
Okay, because I was wanting to basically create an owl that was scouting outside of the tavern, the main entry, the window, informing it that we should be on the lookout, especially for shadows or anyone who's really looking suspicious. Just alert me of anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, so you are like sending it out the window and telling it to look outside?
Yeah, like I imagine it's like flying around the roof of the tavern a little bit.
Okay.
Like it's yeah.
Does the owl have a name?
That's a good question. It sure does. Wanda. Think it's a they them. We haven't got that far yet.
All right. Go ahead and go ahead and give me a perception check for Wanda. Alright.
Is this the kind of owl that gets advantage on, or is it just the +3?
I think it's just the advantage is the +3.
All right.
Passive perception's 13.
The owl's actively looking for threats, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
the owls, they have cure. What is it? Hearing and sight.
Yeah, it has
Owls-
advantage on sight checks.
Okay, I roll again.
Okay.
That's better.
Javid, you suddenly notice from your vantage point, sliding under the door from outside, a black mass begins to twist around the corner and to make its way towards the
Right. I'll move around to each of the rooms, wrap them up, and say, it's on, it's coming.
At which point, all of you are awakened, and I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Casimir awake?
Yeah, he's awake now. He's like, what's going on?
We're under attack. Stay with us.
You want me
But
to
stay
go out
back.
there?
No, of course not. Stay in your room. But yell if you see anything.
For those of us that were sleeping, do we get the benefits of a long rest before this happens?
No.
Got it.
It's not been 8 hours. If you want to spend hit dice and say that it has been a short rest, you're welcome to, but it has not been a long rest.
If you ate the food, remember to add the 1d8.
I think that would only apply to the previous short rest that we did.
Ah, okay.
God damn it.
Good lord, Javid's over here moving at the speed of light.
It's that infantry training.
Apparently I hadn't started combat, so you guys all rolled and it didn't go any.
Do I need
That's
to
okay, I'll
reroll
roll
this?
again.
No, that's fine.
I do see. Oh, it says not started, but yeah, I do see the tracker.
Yeah, I mean, I started it now. Alright, that's probably correct. Alright, Javid, it is your turn. You had just finished awaking everyone in their room.
Right. I cast Hunter's Mark upon let's see, upon the creature. Mark it, and then I will fire my bow at it. Huh. Okay. I thought that I don't know what that does.
Did you roll the attack? I only see the hunter's mark.
Right. No, I clicked the cast Hunter's Mark and it rolled something. I don't know why it did that.
I think that's the damage when you actually want to use it. It's just rolling it for you pre, which is weird, but.
Alright, well that hit.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
Your arrow sticks into the wood as the shadow rises out of it into this vaguely human form.
see. I'm going to draw back more distance. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Azrael, it's your turn.
So there's a closet in this room, right?
No.
No, damn. Okay. Then I'm gonna walk up to Casimir and I'm gonna cast invisibility on him.
Alright.
I'm gonna tell him, stay silent. Don't let anybody know you're here but us. And then I'm gonna like throw some blankets, or actually I wouldn't throw blankets. I kind of might shove him in the corner and then like stand in front of him.
Alright.
And so I'm just gonna stand in front of him right now and just make sure no one comes and gets him. Where's the window?
Oh.
Over here? Okay. I'll stand here. Alright, that's my turn. I have invisibility from Shadow Touch, if you're wondering where I got that.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
Alright, Briar, does your...
I'm gonna come out into the hallway. Well, navigating these rooms is decently hard. Okay, it's like an L-shaped room. Boop. Okay. Those 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna hang out right here, honestly.
Okay.
I will, I'm just gonna hang out right here.
Ready in action?
I suppose. I guess if he comes up on me, I'll ready in action to smack him twice.
Alright. Demetari, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move out to where I can see this guy. I'm having a hard time finding him on the map.
That's because he hasn't gotten around the corner far enough for you to see him.
Ah, that'll explain it. Okay, I'm gonna hold my action until I can see him, and then I will be casting Magic Missile.
Alright. Onyx, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna come out of the room. Step around the corner, see him, and cast Magic Missile.
Wow, way to steal my limelight.
12 points of force damage.
All 3 missiles just like punch holes in the creature as it looms close.
So what, that was like 10 feet or 15 feet of movement I burned. So 1, 2, 3, backing up in the corner.
Sure. Alright. Behind you, and kind of in the corner where you've wedged him. Which corner are you trying to put him in, actually? Did you say you wedged him in? Oh, opposite the door and the window?
Oh yeah, sure, we can do that.
Okay. He's like, what's going on out there?
Shh.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to. Snow, it is your turn.
I'm gonna draw my sword and ready in action for if anybody comes through the window or door.
Okay. Javid, it is.
Shit, sorry. I'm going to ready another arrow for when the shade steps into view.
Very well. Alright, Azrael, it's your turn.
I'm also gonna ready in action. I'm gonna stay right where I am, right in front of Casimir, but I'm gonna ready in action for one of my throwing knives. If I see anything come through the window or the door, well, anything that's not friendly, come through the window or the door, I'm gonna throw a knife at it.
Okay. Alright, Briar, it is your turn.
Since this area is pretty fortified now, I'm gonna come out around the corner. 20, 25. 30. And yeah, okay, I'll ready another action. When he comes up on me, I'm gonna do my double attack.
Very well. The creature begins to pass by you.
Then I'm gonna get him. Let's see. Oh wait, my bad. That one.
Alright.
Did that one get?
That does connect. I assume you're attacking it one-handed. You're not raging, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do. No, not raging. And one-handed.
Okay.
And then I'll do my bonus attack.
So you would only be able to do, because you're not taking. Would you be able to?
I don't know. We tried to figure it out before we started.
It takes a bonus action, so is this her readied action?
Yeah, this is a ready deck. Or no, sorry. This
got
is. You're using your reaction to use the readied action.
Okay, so just the one then.
All right. And as soon as it steps into view, I will loose my arrow.
Okay.
And
That
the
The creature seems unfazed by your attack.
the um, the that did not include the hunter's market. I'm sorry, I'm having a little trouble with the interface here. Terrific. All right, that was it. That was my reaction.
All right. Dimitar, you would also be able to use your reaction for your. You had readied magic missile. All right. All 3 bolts for a total of 10 damage, striking the creature. Its figure is beginning to fade. Great. Alright, Dimitari, it is... Oh, no, actually, it would have been able... Gets to right there. You are standing in its...
Alright, I got a plan. So, magic missile.
Yep. So it's not your turn yet, sorry. Those
sorry,
are
I
all the
thought it
ready
was.
actions. Yeah, those are all the ready actions.
Okay, gotcha.
For some reason I thought that was your turn for a second there. So it's still its turn. It gets to that spot. And you are standing in its way. So it is going to make 1 strike against. What is your armor?
12.
Alright. It punches you in the chest. And you take 7 necrotic damage. You can feel the cold swelling around you. I need you to... additionally, your strength is reduced by 2. It is going to slide past you, and that is the end of its movement. You are within 5 feet of it, so you can feel the cold, like the decaying aura around. Now it is your...
Alright. Again, magic missile.
Okay. All right. 12 more. You sink those into the creek. Is that the...
And oh, sorry, no. If it's not dead, then I am going to Misty step away from him.
Okay. All right. Would you like to move? You can.
No, I'll stay right there.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Onyx, it is your turn.
So I'm gonna step back. That's 10 feet from it, correct? Like I'm not in melee with it.
You would have been within melee range of it.
Around a corner. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm stepping back right there.
He will try to punch. What is your armor class?
15.
15. So that'd be 17 with the cover. He still hit.
Is that with your mage armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the mage armor is, I think it's 13 plus deck.
Yep. Puts my AC at 15 and then whatever cover I had.
Yeah, let's give you the +2 from striking around a corner. So it does connect and deals 13 necrotic.
Good God.
And your strength is reduced by 1.
Alright, well I'm gonna hit it with magic missile again.
It's only 3 beams, correct?
Yeah, I only clicked it 3 times and then it just kept rolling.
Okay.
Well, so 10.
Yeah. Alright. It is barely corporeal at this.
Same.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn there.
Alright. Alright, Snow, it is your turn. You have not noticed. Actually, if you are just in there, can you go ahead and give me a perception check? Alright, so it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Did I perceive anything?
Nope.
Alright. I'm gonna move a little bit closer to the door, and that way if anything decides to come under the door or through the window, I can get a swing at it, but I'm gonna hold my action.
Alright. Javid, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to move up next to Onyx so I can see the creature and fire an arrow at it.
Okay. Alright. That hit. And with that, your arrow passes through it, shredding what remains of the creature. And it begins to. Is that the end of your?
Yes.
Very well. Azrael, it's your.
Can I go over to the window and see if I hear anything outside? I'm not opening them, I just want to see if I hear anything.
Okay, give me a perception check. You do hear what sounds in the rain, some unusual creaking on the wood outside.
I'm gonna tell Snow. I think someone's outside. And that's my action.
I nod to her and
Yeah.
position myself facing the window.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna move back to kind of protect Casimir the best I can from both the door and the window, because I don't know the creature's dead yet. And
Okay.
then that's my turn.
All right, Briar, it is your turn.
I'm gonna come around the corner. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, well, shit. What you guys want to do now? And then I guess I'll still be at the ready just in case anything else pops up. So I'm gonna ready my action to smack something that looks like it's gonna attack us.
All right. Demetari, it is your turn.
So this creature is completely dissipated. Like there's absolutely no
There's
lingering.
no sign that it was there.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the room just to check on Casimir and basically rejoin with the party.
Okay.
So do you get to the room?
I believe so. I'm trying to enter. Do I just click on this little door thing?
You have to open the door, yeah.
Yeah, you have to click on the door thing. There. You should be able to just come in through. Yeah, I think Chris got it. Yeah, so as soon as I see you, I nod. I go, shh, and nod towards the window.
Okay, I think I've just made it to the doorway. I can't go in.
Oh, okay.
Put her finger to our lips and then gesture towards the door, the window.
So is the door open? Like, did you just open it, but you haven't been able to walk in yet?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So we're signaling towards the window. I'm telling you to be quiet.
Come on in, Demetari.
Onyx, it is your turn.
I'm gonna walk around to what originally was Casimir's room and like crack open the door and look in to see if I see anything.
The window is open. The floor in front of it is slick with rain.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the window and look at it.
Are you looking outside?
Yeah.
Give me a perception.
Isn't there a trap in front of the window?
You can see it. You can step right over it. It's not like a hidden trap or anything. Not particularly well.
Okay.
Looking outside to your right. For a split second, you swear you can see a figure dangling on the eaves above the door to Casimir's other room. The one your friends are within. And then it's gone.
Okay. How far away from me is that?
30, 40 feet. Yeah, about 30, 40 feet.
Alright. So that was an action. If I have anything left, I'm gonna yell, someone's outside.
Alright. What does he mean someone's outside? Did you guys hear that?
I just put my hand on his mouth. Like,
He's like... Snow, it is your turn.
Do we hear anything from outside the window?
Not really. It still sounds like a rainstorm.
did we hear? Yeah, so we heard Ox.
Yeah, you would have
Hey,
heard
okay.
Onyx's shout.
Onox, sorry.
So, I looked at Azrael and what do you think? Should we just hold? I whispered.
You have
to it.
range. Can you hit from the window?
I do have my bow, but it sounded like he was right outside the window, correct?
It did. Maybe you can hit him from the window. Are you good at that?
Well, I have my sword out. Let's get the window open first and see how close he is.
We could also surprise. If he doesn't see you. And you attack as he comes in.
So we just hold on.
It's up to you. Whatever one you think would hurt him the most.
I think let's wait. See if he comes through the window. Holding.
Okay.
Hey, is it your bow that you're holding, or?
I'm gonna keep the sword out for a minute. But I'm gonna move up to like beside the window so couldn't be seen looking into the window. Actually, peeking through the sides of the eaves, can I see anything?
Give me a perception check. You do not see any.
So when I peek out, I'm just gonna shake my head that I don't see anything.
The latch flips up on the window. And it blows open, and two knives fly through the window towards you.
Towards who?
You and Ezra.
Even at that angle?
Yep.
My AC is currently 21
How's your AC that high?
because
Mage
of Onyx's wonderful mage armor.
I don't think it's possible to get that high with...
Check what it is, because my AC normally is 18. Let me check what mage armor does.
Mage armor is just 13 plus deck.
Yeah, but because I'm
What?
a monk, I can add con.
Unarmored defense for monk.
But
It's
they don't
stacked.
stack.
There's nothing that says they don't.
Yeah, they
stack.
don't stack. It says your AC becomes AC 13 plus its dex modifier.
Correct, with... that's
And
what
then-
your AC is. Your AC is 13 plus dex.
Right, and then it
Doesn't-
says my unarmored defense for monks says while not wearing an armor or shield, your AC equals 10 plus Dex modifier plus Wiz modifier.
You don't get to add mage armor on top of that. You get your armor class from one or the other.
Yeah, so I guess that's the DM
They-
call because there's
well-
nothing that prevents stacking that.
No, there is. You don't. It tells you how to calculate your AC, and there are two different formulas for calculating.
I was actually reading about that this morning. About stacking a armor class from different sources.
It basically doesn't work because then you could stack like into the 30s with armor class. All right.
So if we would have known that, I wouldn't have cast it on her. So am I still just eating that spell slot anyway? And it's just
No,
like a...
you can take the spell slot because you might have known that.
I did not realize what you were trying to do. I didn't understand what you had done with that.
So why don't you just not have lost that spell slot?
Yeah, you could have just you have your spell slot back, basically. But the two daggers flying through the window towards your one of them strikes Talon, and you take 12 psychic damage as it sticks into your shoulder, and then the knife just like fades away. It dissipates completely. Snow, at the angle that you're at, you kind of like shift to the side, and then dagger like into the wood, and then vanishes without a trace.
Okay, I need to do a
Whoa.
concentration check.
Can I see him through the window?
You can see that, yes, there is a figure now who's like dangling upside down towards the window.
Invisibility
close
is
is
no
he?
longer on Casimir.
Alright. Casimir reappears. He's like, uh-oh.
How close is he to the window?
From you, he's about 10 feet. Roughly.
Would I
It's
be
kind of
able
like,
to
it's
reach him
like
from the window?
from the window.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, if you go to the window, you could probably reach him. He's like right outside of it, upside down, looking down at you guys.
Got it. 'Cause, yeah, if I can, I'd go up and I'd try to hit him.
I mean, it's not... Are you using a readied action to try to strike?
Yeah, I mean, been holding my action this whole time.
And you're just like right at the window?
Yeah, right
Yeah, he
off to the side of the
specifically
window,
moved to the window.
Oh,
to
okay,
get
yes.
it when
Then
they
yeah,
run
you
out.
could... Yeah, you can make a ready attack at him.
Well, it was really good up until that point.
You kind of like wildly flail at him, and he kind of like lifts back up a little bit, and you see he's like reaches down and he's like drawing more daggers from somewhere.
Yo, get him out of here.
Javid, it's your turn. He left apparently.
Sorry. All right. Hearing the commotion, I'll step past Demetari into the room. Can I see the assassin from the doorway?
Sort of. He definitely has like 3/4 cover at least from the doorway and snow. It would be a tough shot.
So how far into the room?
I mean, snow is standing literally right in front of the window, so You're gonna be shooting past him irregardlessly.
Well, I will irregardlessly fire an arrow, assuming I can see the dangling creature in the window.
Yes.
All right.
Don't forget to shift hex.
Say again.
Don't
Oh
forget
yes,
to
thank you.
shift hunter's mark.
The hunter's mark. I shift hunter's mark to the assassin.
Okay. Can you guys see the assassin in the initiative tracker?
No.
No.
Shadow.
Okay.
Oh, the shadow assassin, yeah, but not the other one. Yeah.
Now none of them.
I mean, we know he goes after Snow, but
Yeah, he's way at the bottom. That does not hit. You're trying to like shoot over Snow's shoulder and you just fire off into the rain.
Dang. No.
Ezreal, it is your turn.
all right. So if I want to like kind of grab Casimir, would it be like dragging him?
I'll say
or...
that he's pliable enough. He knows to follow you. So if you want him to move,
Okay.
we can say it's in tandem.
Okay, I'm gonna say time to go. Let's see. Let's see, that would put me at 30. So there's a window. Does it look like a safe place I can shove him kind of out here?
You could stuff him. I mean, not really. There's a lot of windows, basically.
So I
What about
see.
under that table.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea. I can't quite get to the table, but I'll start moving him towards the table to shove him under the table.
Okay, he only has 30 feet of movement, so that's as far as he.
Oh, I was gonna double, so dash.
Okay.
Can he dash as well? Because
Yeah, he
I'm
can
using my action to get him. So I
Sounds
would get to about right here, and then I don't quite probably have enough to like shove him under the table, but I'd be
Yeah.
like, you need to get under the table, be safe.
All right.
And then that's my turn. I'm just gonna kind of be on guard.
All right, Briar, it is your turn.
Alright. 10, 15, 20. I'm having a hard time counting the squares. Yeah.
There aren't any. We'll fix that next time.
15, 20.
It makes
is this
counting
like
motion
20?
a lot more difficult.
Yeah, is that like 20?
If you use the ruler, it'll show you.
Yeah, the ruler will measure for you.
I'm terrible at that shit, guys. But okay.
Mine's bigger.
Yeah, that's about 20.
Okay. So I'm gonna run and jump out the window and attempt to exit whatever's out there. Okay, now I can't move. I hate it. Okay. Boop.
The tokens are a bit big for this map. I reset the map this week to try to get it to work a little better, and the tokens are now a bit large, and there's no grid squares, which just makes it a little bit more awkward, but we'll fix it next time there's a combat map.
Well, now you gotta figure out how to put me outside. Because I don't know if I can actually exit the window.
You cannot. You're on the second floor, so... Oh, you can fly. God damn it.
I can fly.
Shit.
He can fly!
Do you have dark vision?
I do not, though. But I'm assuming if he's right outside the window, he's illuminated.
Kinda. He's over there. You can sort of see him. He's like tethered upside down, looking in the window.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. If I can. Actually, how much further can I get?
If you
30-ish.
wanted to, you could have. There's a window in the hall. You could have gone out that window.
Would that be closer?
A little
Oh,
bit.
it's not open though. Would I have to use my action to open it?
You would have had to use something to open it. Yeah. I guess you're fine.
This is fine. Okay, so if I used a dash to get to him, could I use my bonus to attack him?
I think you can only use the bonus as an attack when you use your action as an attack. I believe if you're doing what I think you're doing.
You can only do an offhanded attack if you take the attack action.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so I'll just throw my thrown weapon at him.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, and how do I use my inspiration?
This just means you roll at an advantage, but you're attacking in dim light. You can't really see him that well, so it's just a straight roll now.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
Well, jeepers, you got him.
Ha. All right.
What's the range on? It doesn't matter. You hit him. You hit him.
60 feet. Hell yeah. What he look like?
It looks like a humanoid bipedal creature, wearing these like black, obviously, leather and a big cowled hood that's kind of like fallen down because he's upside down. But you like whip the hand axe at him and it like catches him in the arm and he kind of like looks over at you and you can see his footing like changes a little bit.
Shit. Okay, I'm gonna holler back into the window. I got him, guys. It's just some guy. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Demetari, it's your turn.
So, would the owl have seen and given me the same description you gave Emily?
Your owl did not see him.
Okay.
And it's flying around. It never noticed this figure prowling the roof. It can see it now, but it's a little too late.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what he looks like is all.
You could use your. I think it's a free action to look through the eyes. I'm not sure.
No, it's a whole action. I was just
Okay.
wondering if he would have told me what, or they would have told me. It doesn't matter.
Got it.
I am walking up to the window and hoping I can see the guy.
You can.
Okay, cool. I am going to use my bonus action to use Hex. And then I am going to cast Chill Touch on him.
Okay. What ability are you using? Are you disadvantaged?
So basically I get Hex through my feet, Fey Touched, and
No,
it
no. What
says-
ability are you? Because you are.
Oh, Strength.
Okay.
Does that hit?
That. Is that a ranged spell attack? That would not. It's just like the chilly grass just like passes in the air in front of him as he's kind of like shifting a little bit, starting to reassess his options.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
All right, Onyx, it is your turn.
Okay, so when I saw him, you said he was upside down, hanging on like the eaves,
Yeah,
like
his
the overhang.
Yeah, there's the overhang, the eaves, and his feet are pressed up into it.
Okay, so I'm gonna poke my head back out the window, and I'm gonna target the area where his feet are like touching the eaves, and I'm gonna hit it with magic missile, blasting force damage into the eaves.
Okay. All right. The 3 bolts of force just like explode off the eaves, and you watch as his like position shifts, and he has to like fall a little bit and like kind of catches himself, and you can see that there's actually a rope that's holding him onto the roof, and now he's like sideways basically, pretty much flat-footed at this point.
Like against the building.
Yeah, he's got his feet on the side of the building, and he's closer to the window now, basically.
Okay, so that was my action. So for movement, I'm gonna run back into the hallway and start making my way to the room. And can I use my bonus action to yell?
That's a free action. You're welcome to yell anytime.
Okay, so as I'm running out, I'm yelling, "Cut the rope! Cut the rope!" That ends my turn.
Okay. All right, Snow, it's your...
I'm gonna cut the rope.
All right. Unfortunately, the rope is just a little bit out of your grasp, and he is just a little bit too quick. Kind of like moves to the side.
I'm gonna. So he's like right there. So wait, Reagan's outside the window?
Nope. Demetari is right behind you, and outside the window, flying in the air, is our fairy Briar.
Gotcha. Can I do an offhand with my claws to cut the rope?
You can certainly try.
Nope. It's wet, okay? Everything's slick.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's just a little too difficult. Alright, is that the end?
Yes.
Alright. He is going to produce 2 more. Alright. One of them, he whips into the window towards Snow, and the other one off towards Briar. You take 14 psychic damage as it sticks you in the chest. That
I'm
is to
down.
Snow.
Yep. I'm down.
Alright. And with that, assessing the situation. The assassin clips something on the belt and then drops to the ground. Briar, you can see him just like land underneath the window down on the ground. Javid, it's your turn.
All right. Move over to my downed comrade and cast Cure Wounds. Then step to the window and can I see the assassin running off?
Yeah, you can probably see him below you on the ground. He hasn't really gotten very far.
I want to jump on him from the window.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics. All right.
I'm hoping that I land on him and knock him down.
He is a little bit too quick. He kind of like ducks to the side, and you just like, yeah, you roll a 24, so, and you just like sink into the mud next to him. It's a bit of a fall, and when you were trying to aim on him, it was not. You were kind of hoping he was going to cushion your fall, and he didn't. So you do take 3 bludgeoning damage as you just like catch your old man knees just quite a little bit wrong.
What old man knees? I've got old man knees.
You're like 40. That's like ancient, right? All right. Is that the end of your turn?
I think that's all I got.
All right. Azrael, it is your turn.
All right. While I'm ushering Casimir under the table, I'm just gonna look and see if I can see anything that looks suspicious. Someone coming to the window, someone coming up these stairs, someone coming up to the walls, any shadows that look a little off.
All right, go ahead and give me perception. You see the innkeeper kind of like comes out. He's like got a little candle down below. He's like looking around. He's wearing his nightgown. He's like, what's going on up there?
Assassins.
What?
You have assassins in your inn.
That doesn't sound right to me at all. I'm coming up there. And he starts like hobbling over to the stairs.
For your own safety, you should stay in your room.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Briar, it is your turn.
I'm pursuing.
Okay.
Alright. I don't actually know how far away he is.
He is about 40 feet from you at this point.
So I can't really attack him.
Well, if you wanted, you could move and hit him with whatever your range is.
He's got a 5-foot reach, so
Oh, then no.
yeah. Javelins apparently.
Javelin's at 30 feet.
Yeah. So I'll fly closer to him and then attempt to hit him with the javelin.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it. You kind of like, so this also, this is dark, so it would be disadvantaged, but you rolled a nat 1, so you can't get any worse than that. You just like whip it towards him, and it like sticks into the mud, like right in front of Javid, where he landed.
Sorry, bud.
Are you flying closer to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't really see that well and be like, did I hit him? Javid.
No, but good effort.
She almost stuck you, and you're just like, try again.
Well, for a guy who doesn't care if he hits his own people.
It's true.
All right.
Alright, I'll just continue pursuing
Okay.
as best I can.
All right, Demetari, it is your turn.
So how far is he from me at the window?
25 feet,
And-
roughly, kind of like down at an
Okay.
angle.
Can I see him?
Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
Not well.
And can I ask where everyone else is in relation to him? Are they more than 5 feet away?
Javid is like literally right next to him, and Briar is maybe about, 10 feet up in the air.
Alright, that's probably fine. I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Unfortunately, so this is at disadvantage, but you still would miss either way. The bolt like flies towards him, and you're like having trouble distinguishing him from Javid, and just like explodes into the muck next to him.
I hope I've provided at least some light on him. That ends my turn, by the way.
Oh yeah, can I see him now?
For like a split second as the flame like goes past him, but that's it. All right, Onyx is
I'm gonna poke my head out this window, look at him on the ground, and try to ray of frost him. Ooh, that's tough. Hold on, did you say it was at disadvantage?
Do you have dark vision?
I do have dark vision.
Then no, just a straight
Well,
roll.
the first one was a nat 20.
I see a 5.
Okay, I'll re-roll it then, because I rolled it at disadvantage.
I mean,
It should.
There you go.
yeah, it says you rolled a 5 in the thing.
Yeah, I didn't roll 2d20s. I clicked disadvantage on D&D Beyond, and it just shows you the lower one.
Gotcha.
And if you hover over the figure, it'll show you what the roll was.
Yeah, it says the first roll was a 1. On it.
Right, the if you like see the 2 hit, it says 2d20.
Yeah.
It rolled twice. One was a nat 1, the other one was...
Right. Okay. All right.
That's
go
right.
ahead and roll damage. It's fine. So it rolls one of them first, and it does tell you which one it rolled first. At least I think that's what it did on roll 20.
I think we used the convention that the left figure was the
First roll, yeah.
yeah.
Well, somebody earlier rolled it and it showed up.
Yeah, I did. So when I rolled with advantage, it's usually the left one is the first one, the right one is the second one.
Either way, go ahead and roll damage.
Blink.
All right. It just zaps him in. He slows down slightly. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay, Snow, it's your turn.
Alright, well, having woken up on the floor, I'm a little pissed off, so I'm gonna leave my sword on the ground and unsling my bow and try to hit this fucker.
Alright. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Alright. That hit. Alright. The arrow catches him in the shoulder blade and he kind of grunts and keeps running.
That shoulder is so fucked up now.
Yeah, he's gotten zapped a couple times.
Hey,
Axe sticking out of it.
does he still got somebody within 5 feet of him?
Technically. It already rolled sneak attack, by the way.
Did it? Oh, shit,
Yes.
sorry.
Did he fall prone, or did he land on his feet when he dropped from
He
the
landed on his feet. Did Javid fall?
Yeah, this guy's a fucking ninja. You tell me. I rolled a 23 for
Yeah,
acrobatics.
Javid's fine.
So.
Javid landed. Just fine. Just didn't hit
It's
him.
like an actual ninja.
Oh, also with Ray of Frost, his movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Yes, that's why he slowed down.
Slightly, you said. Slightly.
He's still pretty quick. Alright. He is a little upset by what you guys are doing. And he is going to turn. He's going to send 2. She's just going to stab. Javid, what is your armor class? I do not have that written down.
15.
Alright. He kind of like, as you're chasing behind him, he whips one of the daggers towards you. And it like catches you in the stomach. And you would take 12 psychic damage. And he keeps running. So I'm going to say you guys are in a chase. So there's not really opportunity attacks and stuff. You can make spells and attacks per normal, but there's not really opportunity attacks in a chase.
Well, yeah, I'm not wielding a melee weapon anyway, so.
Alright. And he keeps running. And he goes 30 feet.
So I'll still be about 40 feet behind him.
Yep. He's fat.
Well, I have another gem. I think. Let me check. Just.
Be sure and pick up the one that's in the ground.
Yeah. Did he pull out my axe perchance?
It fell. You like hit him and it like fell underneath the window.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Can't you like go and pick it up and throw it? Because it's
Sure.
like sitting in the ground, right?
Yeah, I'm just like 10 feet away from it. So, sure. I'll go pick up my javelin and go throw it again.
That hits. Roll damage. Oh, sorry. You do have to roll with disadvantage. So go ahead and roll another again. That does not hit.
Damn
You like huck it into the darkness and the rain, and he's just like hoofing it. limping
then
a
I'm
little bit.
I'll pursue a little bit more.
Okay.
So I'll like use my full everything they get to him.
Are we still in initiative?
Yeah. Oh, also, that would have been Javid's turn. Sorry. I don't know why I said Briar.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. We'll just say that we're kind of I wasn't tracking on that well. My bad.
Well, it was your turn, so I mean, when we come to your turn, we'll just have that be your turn.
Yeah. Javid, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to. I'm sorry. Problems with the interface. Hang on.
Is this like a town?
Yeah, there's people who live here.
Okay, so it hasn't really been my turn yet, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. While I'm pursuing it, then I'm screaming that assassin.
I'm guessing that does not hit.
17 does hit.
Oh, it does. All right.
Yeah. Catch him and it kind of grazes his thigh.
And I will move to pursue, close the distance.
Okay.
35 feet.
You would be able to catch up with him because he can only run 30 feet. So.
Oh, I thought it was faster than that.
Well,
All
he's
right.
slowed
I will
right
not.
now.
That's right. He is, isn't he? I will move up, but not to within. We'll say 15 feet of him.
Okay. Sounds good. Azrael, it is your turn.
So Casimir's under the table by now, right?
Yeah, you can toss him under the table.
Then I'm just gonna continuously take the dodge action and kind of be like in front of the table. Just making sure he is safe and that nothing comes past me. That's all. So I'm taking the dodge action, which would, I think, add my AC to 20 at this point.
Sounds good. So the Briar, it would be your turn, but we did it earlier. We kind of goofed on that one. So you close distance or fly towards. Demetari, it would be your turn.
I'm assuming I'm still.
You actually would not be able to see him any longer. He's kind of like took off at an angle. So from the building, you can't see him unless you go outside.
Well, I don't see me jumping out the window.
It is about, like a 15-foot fall, so it would kind of hurt, You saw Javid get hurt when he jumped out of the window, and he knew how to land, so.
Okay, I am going to spend my turn then, I guess, trying to dash out the safe way. I don't know exactly how long that would take me to get outside through a door, but that's the end goal. In the process, though, I would like to kind of update Azrael on what's going on. Let her know he is running away.
I'll protect Casimir.
I believe. If you're dashing, you could get a little further than that.
I haven't moved my token yet. I was basically trying to figure out like how many feet would it take for me to actually exit the tavern. If I'm trying to, get out there to help.
All right. Anna, it is your turn.
Coughing up blood, I'm just gonna, like, slowly walk my way towards Azrael. Just, like, shaking my head and, like, wiping the blood from my mouth.
Maybe you should stay here.
And I sit at the bench.
All right.
That's my turn.
Snow, it is your turn.
And moving up to the window, can I see him at all?
You would not be able to.
Alright, then I'm gonna use my feline agility and claws to climb down out the window.
All right. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Yeah.
All right, you climb down. It's kind of slick and not an easy climb, but you do get down. I don't. Yeah, you would pretty much have to spend all your movement to climb down. So.
Yeah. So use my feline agility to chase after him, double my speed, get 30 feet closer.
Okay. I thought you couldn't run after that. I don't know if I understand.
Oh, I'm
Well,
looking at it right now.
He's got a racial that allows him to climb
20
easier.
feet. Yeah. And then feline agility is when I move on my turn, I can double my speed.
Okay, so you would be able to climb down, just normal. Okay, and then double your speed. You have a speed of 30 feet, so you could run 40 feet toward. So you're actually probably catching. Actually,
Can you at least see me?
yeah,
I'm gonna
you can
keep-
see them.
Okay. How far back would I be? I'm
Probably
like,
be neck and neck with Javi.
alright, I'm staying back a bit, but yeah, running towards him.
Okay.
You technically still have your action.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm with the bow.
Javina is 15 feet behind the assassin.
Okay, that hits. Nice, 10. I believe that is that the end of your turn.
Yes.
All right, he's going to turn around and hurl some daggers at you guys.
Did he get disadvantage since he's sprinting while he does it?
Are you guys getting disadvantage because you're sprinting while you're doing it?
No.
We're going forward. You have to turn around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's true.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, he whips one of the daggers towards Snow. And it is a critical hit.
No, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He rolls. You would take 20 psychic damage as it just sticks into you.
Yeah, I face plant into the mud.
Yep.
Dirt roll.
All right. The second dagger whips it towards Javi. You said your AC is 15?
That's right.
Okay. That one hits as well for 9 psychic damage.
I too face plant, unconscious in the dirt, mud.
All right. And he keeps running. Javid, it's your turn. Make a death saving throw. All right. One step closer to death. Ezreal, it's your turn. It's warm and cozy inside. You are unattacked. How do you feel?
Well, I mean, I have five hit points. I never healed from the assassin, so I'm a little bloodied, a little nervous, but I have no idea what's going on outside, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, no, then I'm assuming that everything is great. They're going after the assassin, and I'm staying here with Casimir to make sure he doesn't die.
All right, sounds good.
Taking the dodge action.
All right. Briar, it's your turn. You watch as Javid and Snow just like faceplant into the mud.
That makes me angry. I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Is there any way I can get closer to him?
You could dash and kind of close the distance.
Then I
But that
wouldn't
would-
be able to.
Then you would not attack, and then I believe you would lose your rage.
Okay. Well, then I will go towards him again, picking up my javelin again, and then chuck it at him real good.
All right. This is a throwing it is dexterity. I believe that would give you. You would still have disadvantage because I think.
God damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if it's
The
not
javelin
thrown,
throwing it is strength.
Is it?
Yeah, I know that from Amber. It's like the only strength weapon in melee. It's like one of the only ones, anyways, because it's strength based. I'll link it.
Okay.
Let's see if it does it automatically.
Well, the bonus would only be to damage.
Yeah.
You just like hurl the javelin towards him, and it sticks into the mud.
Damn it. Just can't
Ray of-
catch us.
Only, yeah, until the next turn. So he's fasting. He is booking.
Okay. I'm super mad now, so I'm like screaming at him as I'm going, hoping to.
Okay.
Not really thinking too much, but hopefully waking people up.
All right. Demetari, it is your turn. Briar, I
Can't
will
hear.
say that you see that your two
Can't hear.
friends are in danger on the ground. They're not doing well.
Okay, she's gonna have a change of plan, and she's gonna go stand by Azrael. Tell Azrael, watch out for me. I'm about to not be able to hear or see anything. And I'm going to use the owl senses to basically fly in the direction of where the assassin was heading, so that I can give the people in the room a play-by-play of what I see.
All right.
So
As soon as you look through the owls and like listen to the owl's senses, you like kind of like blink and you're in the darkness looking at this kind of like grayscale view of the paths and like outside of it the other like tall trees kind of rising out of the ground. And just underneath you, about 30 feet below you, you can see like unconscious in the mud the two bodies of Javid and Snow. Briar is like flying over them with like javelins, like screaming and hurling them after the assassin who's kind of a ways in front of her. It's not a pretty sight.
Javid and Snow are down. Briar is screaming. She seems to be pursuing, but it's not looking good. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Onyx, it's your turn.
So, hearing the screams outside and hearing what Demetari just said, I'm gonna dash down the stairs outside, trying to get to Snow and Javid as fast as possible.
Okay.
I'm sure I can't. Like, I know there's a back door out of the kitchen, which will probably get me there quicker. So that would be the door I'm going for.
There is a door on that side that you would know of that's kind of in that direction.
So I don't know if I could get to them this round, but I'm dashing outside to get to those guys.
You could get to 60 feet. which is
70.
Right there. Oh, 70. So you'd be at the top of the stairs. Alright. Snow, it is your turn. I need you to make a death saving throw.
I'm gonna die.
You get one step closer to death. Alright. The assassin, noticing that you are just fluttering along behind and screaming, is going to toss some daggers at you, Brian. What's your AC?
16.
16? Alright. One of them does hit for a total of 9 psychic damage. One of them passes right over your shoulder.
Okay.
And he keeps running. Moves 40 more feet. Javid, I need you to make a death saving throw. One step closer to death.
Hooray.
Yep. Azrael, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna tell Demetari. Okay. Well, actually, no, first she's going to curse an Elven, saying, idiots. Whatever Elven sounds like. And then she's gonna say, Demetari, watch Casimir. He must live. And then she has 70 feet of movement, so she goes to the window. She's gonna use her action to dash, and can she kind of like parkour out the window, like kind of like along the side of the building, trying to like slowly come down. So that way she's not just like straight jumping, but she's kind of like side coming down.
Give me an acrobatics check. Trying to do some monk shit. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to do some monk shit.
You do it. You just like leap out of the window, slide down the side of the building, and just like
Awesome monk shit.
land in the mud there. And you can see, you know, about 30 feet in front of you, the two bodies lying in the mud.
All right, so it was 10 feet down, so that I don't think I have any movement left.
Probably not, no.
Yeah, so I'm just and that was my action. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't. Unfortunately, I only have cure wounds. Shit. Yeah, I can't do much, unfortunately, so I have to wait. But I see them.
Okay.
Alright, so that's my turn.
Briar, it is your. The assassin is getting further and further.
He's like 60 feet away now.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. I don't think I can chase him anymore. So, okay, I'm turning back. Can't. One last giant, frustrated scream, and then turning back around to go help my friends.
Alright.
And then can I try to stabilize, I don't know, who's worse off?
Javid.
Yeah, Javid has one failed death save away from actual death, so.
Okay, then I will attempt to stabilize him. How do I do that?
Medicine check.
Medicine check.
You have to make a DC 10 medicine check.
No, thank God.
Alright.
Phew.
He stabilizes.
Okay. Just gonna pat him on the cheek. Welcome back.
He's unconscious, but he's not dying.
Okay. It stands.
Alright. Dimitar, you can see Briar like flies back. Actually, I don't know, are you looking through your owl's eyes anymore?
She's
Sorry,
there.
I had to step away for a second. I'm assuming I'm the only one left, right? Watching
Yes.
Casimir. So no, I wouldn't be looking through the owl's eyes anymore. I'd be making sure he was okay.
Well, you were looking through your owl's eyes, so you don't know that we left.
She came
Oh!
back. She came back at the
Well,
end of it.
no,
was-
no,
and- yeah.
and Azrael said, watch Casimir. He must live or something like that. So that would have.
She can't
Yeah.
hear you when she's
Oh,
in
but I
the
would have
owl.
shaken her.
Well, I think she had to come back in order to tell them what was happening. Or
Oh
did
yeah,
you?
she did. Oh
That's-
no, that's not true.
So that's something I guess is arguable because technically I can't hear or see, but surely I could talk.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so you probably would you have felt me like kind of shake you at all? I don't think so.
yeah,
actually.
I feel like as it's the only senses that are occupied are seeing and hearing, so I should still feel.
Okay, so she would have like touched you, and but she might not have realized that you can't hear her.
Right.
So she-
I
but she
feel like
still would have
if you would have
touched you.
shaken me, then I would have come to, cause like that makes sense. So, yeah,
Okay.
if you shook me, then I'm no longer looking through Wanda.
Okay.
So, you're guarding Casimir.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna stand by, and hope for the best.
All right. Do you want to do a perception check?
Sure.
All right. All right. The innkeepers like kind of as Onyx like barrels past him down the stairs. He kind of gets to the top and he's like, "What is going on up here?" Everyone's up to something. Yelling and shouting and such.
Well, there was an assassin in attacking your inn. We're trying to handle the situation.
All right, Onyx, it is your turn.
Hauling ass.
Hauling ass. All right. Snow, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Does 70 feet get me outside? Or
Not quite. You'd be like little, you're about probably 30 feet away from the door. So you're close, like on the next turn, you'd be able to get up.
Okay.
That is a pass, I believe. You're at one pass and one fail.
The dice are just not in my favor today. Except for this one time.
Azrael, it is your turn.
All right. So, oops, sorry. Hold on. So noticing that Briar had stabilized Javid, I'm going to run over to Snow and cast Cure Wounds. So
He's
Snow,
down.
you
And
end
he's
up
up.
with
He's
8
down.
hit
And
points.
he's up.
It's just those low levels, man.
Yeah, I know.
We're so squishy.
Squish, squish, squish.
All right. And that's all I can do. So.
Alright.
What the
Snow,
devil?
you awake, kind of like in the mud, your face is like halfway in it. Alright. And Briar, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go retrieve my weapons. I don't think I can pursue that guy anymore. Pretty much it.
Yeah, from where you are, you cannot see him any longer.
Yeah. Did I even wake anybody up at all?
You can see
Anybody's
some
just
lights like flicking on. You know, people are like lighting their little lamps and candles in some of the buildings around, and like opening up the windows and kind of poking their heads out into the rain, like just looking.
All right. Well then, I'm just gonna collect my shit for now.
All right. At this point, I'll say we are out of initiative.
I'll also cast Cure Wounds on Javid, so he's not like sleeping.
Javid, you also awake. The assassin has escaped.
Unfortunately, I only get 5.
Better than nothing.
A moment or two later, Onyx, you also kind of come barreling out into the rain, and you can see them like just now like picking up Javid and Snow out of the mud.
Alright, now I'm actually angry and I'm going back in the tavern to go have a conversation with Casimir.
All right.
I'm gonna help Snow and Javid like get into the tavern.
Actually,
I'm
I
feeling
want
pretty
to,
good after that.
I want to track the assassin. I know my concentration in Hunter's Mark drops, so I don't have advantage. But I want to see where he went.
Ooh, interesting. All right. So this does raise a question for us as a group. We have been playing for about 3 hours. What would you guys like to keep going? Because this is kind of a natural like stopping point. We're at the end of the combat. You guys are starting to do new things. So I can keep going. I actually am transitioning to nights, so I have to stay up anyway.
I mean,
Keep
I need to
going.
make myself
Yeah, like
tired.
if we could take a break, I'm good to go.
I gotta gotta
Yeah.
get some lunch, but I probably have about another hour.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'll probably need to eat in about an hour or so, but right now I'm good.
Okay, we can take like a 5-minute break, and then we'll go for another hour.
Woo! That works. I need to make my.
Yep.
Alright, I crashed my stream in the middle of that. So.
Oh, you have to fix that.
I mean, I fixed it, but. Alright. So. You guys have just finished chasing off the assassin, picking up Javid and Snow. The 5 of you are outside with Demetari and Casimir inside.
So as soon as I know they're okay, I'm gonna tell them, I can't pick you back up. Don't die. And then I'm gonna head back inside.
Alright.
Is there a door somewhere around here?
Yeah, there's a door down there. You can go back inside. You don't need to worry about the map right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going in and I'm going to have a friendly conversation with Casimir.
Alright. Javid and Snow, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to see if I can recruit Snow into helping me track the assassin. I want to find out where this fucker is coming from and see if we can put a stop to that. So I'm going to put my tracking skills to the test here in the mud and look for muddy, speedy ninja footprints.
I'm gonna help you take those little pigs.
What was that?
I said I'm gonna help you because I'm still super pissed.
Okay.
Let's see, Demetari's owl is still up.
Yes, but you probably know it's there. Hooting.
Hooting.
Hooty-hoo!
Briar, would you ask? You can get to Demetari faster than we can. Ask Demetari to see if her owl can get a little altitude and track that assassin, that black figure that's running off into the distance.
Is my owl within 100 feet of me right now? Like, I'm basically seeing how far away they
You're
are.
at like the very edge of 100 feet. You can't get much further, you know. 100 feet's not super far, basically.
Okay, so it's if I'm at the edge, is that a yes or a no?
The owl could go a little bit further. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe
well,
to the next
I'm-
building.
The owl can keep going, but you can't see through its eyes and ears.
Correct.
Right. What I'm asking is because if he's saying that within earshot, which it's got Keen's hearing, surely it could telepathically tell me that rather than have Briar. But I mean, I don't know if your
Yes,
character
you
would
can,
know
you
that.
can probably hear that.
So I mean, instead of I don't know if this is meta or anything, but if your character knows how familiars work, then it could just telepathically tell me instead of sending her.
True. If I would recognize that the owl was in earshot of me and could, tell that if I say, "Owl, Wanda, go chase the assassin," find out where he's going, right? Then report back.
All right, I'm assuming she tells me, and then yeah, we'll be doing that.
All right.
So with the assumption that the owl is floating off above us,
Yep.
I'm going to track hasty ninja footprints through the mud.
All right. Snow, are you assisting with that?
I'm gonna tell him I think it would be more prudent for us to regroup because we just got our asses handed to us. And now that we know he's there, we can be on the lookout for him. And this rain is going to be near impossible to track. So I think we should regroup and re-strategize. And about what time is it?
4 a.m. Ish. Still dark, sometime before dawn.
And, you know, don't mind me saying, you're looking a little worse for wear.
I am, but like Briar, I'm pissed, and I'm going to find out where this guy went and see if we can stop him from doing that.
Fair, but he also just eluded all 5 of us.
No, he's got deadly psychic daggers. No doubt. I'm gonna be using my utmost stealth and caution once I get to the point where I think I need to deal with him. I don't intend to get hit by another dagger. That would be a bad thing.
So you're just tracking him to find out where he is and where he's going.
Exactly. I'll find out where he's going. If he goes to ground somewhere, I want to know where that is.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go into the tavern. I think that chasing him at this point is folly. But if you do find him, we should go as a group with everyone.
So I'm going to go stealthily, following those splashy mud footprints of running ninja.
Okay. Briar, are you going with him? Couldn't hear you. What was that?
Yep.
All right. Can I get both of you to roll stealth checks?
Just eat out.
All right. And if she is assisting, if she's assisting you on the survival check, you could roll it with advantage if you would like. All right.
That's a little better.
The two of you begin wandering off into the village of North End, following these like muddy footprints that like head off, beeline for a corner of a building, make their way down another street, and they're kind of like heading towards the outskirts of town. Follow them. The like stride is wide at first, and then eventually, after a few hundred yards, you can tell that the stride goes back to kind of a normal pace where just someone is walking. And you're able to follow the muddy footprints a little bit further. You get past one of the small houses, kind of tucked underneath another group of them here in like the shade of one of the trees that's kind of like at the edge of town. And the footprints just end. Just literally like 2 steps beyond the house and it just stops.
I'm going to hide.
Also, as soon as I would have gotten into the tavern, I'd be like, Javid and Briar went to track the assassin. To whoever's still in the commons, or whoever I see.
Alright, you can you see the rest of the group is in there. Javid and Briar, the two of you are hiding.
I'm going to wave to Briar, who I believe is following along through the air. To
No, I'm walking. I'm loud as fuck.
Oh,
I'm fine.
right. And with quiet gestures, I'm gonna signal that we should hide and wait and see if the assassin has done something sneaky like jumping up into the eaves.
Alright, so I would have gotten to the door like earlier, saw that Azrael was picking up Jim and Snow, and walked back in. I'm gonna go upstairs and pull Casimir out from under the table
Oh, sorry, I didn't need help getting out from underneath it. Thank you.
and pin him against the wall by the front of his shirt.
Apologies. You seem to have me. You're grabbing me, sir. I need you to set me down.
I get paid to protect you, and you apparently haven't told us everything.
I don't
So-
understand what you mean.
Why are these
So-
people after you?
Anox, I feel like you can take it down about 40% there.
So I slide him about 40% down the wall by the front of his shirt.
I'm watching this because I kind of walked in behind him. Can I do an insight check on Casimir? Is he kind of like when he said, I don't know, like does he look like he's genuinely confused and not understanding what's going on?
Sure, go and give me an insight check.
So who else knows what you're doing and who wants to do you harm? Because if we don't know that, then we just continue to have our asses handed to us like we did last night.
It definitely seems like he is afraid. He does not know what's going on. Or at least, he's very afraid. And mostly truthful, as far as you can tell. I don't know anyone that would just wish me specifically ill. I've worked with my superiors at the Institute and submitted my requests appropriately for this job. Received funding about 6 months ago. I don't know. I was pretty quiet about it on my travels this way. I knew not to tell anyone I didn't know.
So we're just randomly getting high-level assassins trying to come in and take the maps and kill you in the process.
Could have been after one of you guys, and I don't know.
We do have reason to believe that they were indeed after you.
Yeah, they took his maps last time.
Who else knows about the maps?
What do you mean last time?
Don't worry about that. Who else knows about the maps?
My superiors, they were there when I crafted them. And I did include them in my requests and the documents I submitted.
I need a list of everybody who knows about the maps.
Oh, well, it would have gone straight to the...
Who has access to requisition forms?
the requisition forms...
You're not
Mostly
there. You're
public.
not there.
I'm gonna kind of curl my lips over my teeth in a not-so-friendly smile. And I'm gonna say, if I find out you're lying and that you actually know people are after us, I'll cut your throat like I've already seen it done.
Professor Eris was the one who helped me submit all of these documents, but he's been with me the entire step of the way.
Wait, what was that? Professor Eris?
Professor Eris.
I'll let him go from the wall and take a few steps back and just lean against the wall opposite him.
He kind of brushes himself off.
Who knew you were staying at this tavern?
Well, that was part of my documentation. I was specifically told that this was where I should stay per my travel request.
Who told you that?
Well, Professor Eris, of course. He set the whole thing up.
I look at Azrael. Who of your people knew that we were staying here with him?
Javiv? Actually, it came from somebody told Javiv, right? This is from the DM because I don't actually know.
Yeah, Javid was told to.
Do we know who told Javiv?
Would have been his hand.
So now there's two possible avenues on who wants this guy, and he obviously knows nothing.
We go through the mission, take precautions, and investigate where we can. Is Snow there?
Yes, Snow would have come in about.
So, I'll ask Snow. Do you know a Professor Ares?
DM.
You do.
Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, I know him. He works for the Everhold Institute. Also, Javid and Briar took off to track the assassin.
She just kind of like rolls, but doesn't make any moves or anything.
Yeah, so what do I know about him?
Realistically, not a lot. All you would know is that he is an elf with the Everhold Institute. He's been around a while, and he's one of the more senior members of it. Basically, you would have met him some years prior when they were doing expeditions to the Cosmorain Hills.
Does Azrael know who Javiv's handler is?
I don't think that. Most likely not. I don't even think Javid knows who his handler is.
What? How could Javid not know that?
Well, you didn't put in your backstory, so.
Well,
Your handler. Because you would know, realistically, is, his name is Brahmis Stormford, and he's a dwarf from Torvir.
actually, because Javid is sort of nomadic, he probably makes a contact. You know, when he's in one city, he says, "All right, I'm going to this other city. Who's my contact there?"
Well, this one would have been chartered through Brahmis Stormforge. So for this particular job, you can say it was Brahmis Stormforge.
Got it.
I suggest we sleep. And I guess if no one objects, I will take Casimir into not his room, not the room we were sleeping in, but the other room, and go down to sleep.
I just go to Casimir's room, go to sleep.
I'm gonna go to Casimir's room as well, but as we go, it'd be like, should we go check on Javid and Briar?
I've already almost died several times, and if they chose to go out and do their own thing, then they can choose to come back when they choose to come back.
That is true, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna continue up.
Alright. Javid and Briar. The two of you hiding behind the building. Go ahead and give me perception checks to see if you can see anything. So for Javid, this will be a straight roll, and for Briar, this would be a disadvantage. You guys don't see anything. It is... The rain has mostly abated at this point. It is just the wee hours of the morning. Still dark. There appears to be very little motion. You can see a few cows in the field beyond that are like sleeping. But that's about it.
Now, is there anything close to where the footprints left where I could suppose that the assassin, did a jump and got up on a rock, or did a jump and got
It is an open
on
field.
onto
Open
the
sky at this point.
open sky. All right. I'm going to tell Briar, go back, finish your rest. I'm good for the day. I'm going to wait here and see if I can learn anything further. If he used magic of some sort to get out of this place, there's nothing further to be learned, but perhaps he will let his guard down and pop back if he doesn't think he's being watched. I will continue to hide there and hold an arrow knocked so I can peg him if I see him again.
All right.
Did the owl happen to see anything?
The owl has been following Javid and Briar and has not seen anything unusual.
Okay. You should hide a little better. Because this is open field, yeah.
We're hiding behind a corner of a building or something, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm gonna go back, I guess. I'll walk a ways sneakily and then fly back up through the window I came through. And then shut the window and find the others, I guess. Tell them where Javid is. And pass the fuck out.
So she flies in through my window as I'm sleeping. Does her helicopter wings wake me up?
You can hear like the fluttering. Probably wouldn't wake you up, realistically. You're probably pretty passed out.
Right, yeah, because I figured me and Snow are like camped out in the same room, and she just flew in through the window.
Well, I went out through the original room that he was supposed to be staying in.
Yeah, that's where we're sleeping, so the window would have been closed anyway.
Okay, well, whatever's window's open, I go through it.
Okay. You're able to get inside. One of the windows is open. The one into probably the original room where you guys had Casimir, and where the assassin tried to get in the second time.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's in that room actually, so you would, have to walk over to one of the other rooms and tell somebody.
Okay, I'm gonna lock up as I go, like close up all the windows and everything, and then go tell everybody, and then pass the fuck out. There's a problem for another day.
All right, so you guys are all beginning to rest. Everyone's kind of passed out from their rough evening. Javid.
Can I take a short rest here and heal up a little bit?
Sure.
He said midday, so I plan on sleeping until noon.
Well, just, you guys are beginning to sleep, and the sun begins to rise in front of you, Javid. You are facing east. You have not seen him return, Javid. The sun rises. I assume the rest of you guys are just sleeping the night away, actually taking a long rest now.
I'll sleep until I have a long rest.
Yep. Yeah, same.
Alright. Javid, what are you doing?
All right. Once the sun has cleared the horizon, I'm going to re-examine the place where the assassin bamfed out. Without breaking up or muddying his tracks any. Try to get a sense for what happened there at the scene. And if I can't learn anything beyond just that the tracks suddenly end, I will look around, try to mark anything in range that would signify a place that an assassin might have popped off to. If he used like a misty step and there's something 15 feet away, 30, 90, 120, whatever it is. Look for something that he might have bounced off to if he took a short misty step style movement action. So casing the area in widening circles to see if I can pick up the trail again.
Okay.
And then
Go ahead and give me a
depending on
perception.
So I'm looking for tracks, the trail of the assassin.
Yeah.
You want perception? All right.
You're just like looking for stuff, right?
I'm looking for specifically whether if he had done a misty step or something of that sort, whether I can pick up his trail again.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So
It's
not.
You don't find any like specific spots that might, strike you like, oh, here's footsteps that appear out of nowhere. You don't find anything like that. No other like obvious signs of it. About 20 or so feet, kind of like continuing in the same direction from where his footprints ended, you find about a 10-foot wide, like kind of semi-crater almost, where like the ground is like disturbed in this little circle. But other than that, there's nothing that strikes you as obvious.
So it looked like something exploded or was launched from here.
Not really. It kind of looks like the ground was just like churned in a little circle. Is kind of the way I would describe it.
And no sneaky ninja footprints, just churned up ground.
Just some turned up ground.
All right. Well, if I can't learn anything further from it, I will return to the tavern, and I assume that by this point people are waking up and getting breakfast, and so we're going to compare notes and see what we've learned. I'll share what I've learned about sneaky fucking ninja and.
You've only been actually out there maybe about 2 hours, so for everyone else, they are many hours away from being up and at 'em, ready to start their day, basically.
All right. Well, I'll stay downstairs then in the common room, get some breakfast. Get a hearty uh, start to the day, and wait for people to show up.
They have some nice oatmeal for you.
Ah, good. Love
It's good stuff.
starting the day with good hearty oatmeal.
All right. About midday, the rest of you finish your long rest, and as you awake, you can see Casimir is kind of sitting in the corner. He's wide awake at this point. He wasn't quite as exhausted by the previous night's events, and he's just kind of. I wanted to leave, but I figured that probably wasn't the best idea, so I've just been waiting here.
Smart.
Right. It might take us a day to get ready. You said, I think last night, that you might need some provisioning for our travel. Do that. Maybe take a light day to get ready for travel into the Calzarine Hills.
Indeed. I do have access to funds, but I'm not really the travel into the mountains type myself, and I was kind of hoping the rest of you would be able to do that. So I have about 100 gold set aside for this purpose that you guys can purchase provisions and stuff.
How about we use that for a pearl?
Are we going to have
How-
like food and other mountaineering things available without that?
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, how are we fixed for exploring gear, dungeon delving, rations, all of that good stuff?
Well, I think most of that's going to be way cheaper. I think it would be So, I guess out of character, I think it would be way more valuable for us to be able to identify items. So, like, if we as a group get the 100 gold, we can the 100 gold pearl, we can use it to identify any type of magic items or anything like that. Because, like, rations, shovels, that kind of stuff, a lot of us already have torches and rations. I mean, I have
So
rations. We can buy a couple, but rations probably wouldn't be more than like a gold or two.
identifying stuff only takes a short rest, though. So if there are objects that we actually have, any one of the magic users can identify it over a short rest.
I thought you needed identify to do it over a short rest.
No,
No, you can
So-
just do it.
you can just sit down and concentrate on potions, items, anything like that.
Oh yeah,
and
we
be
should
able
get
to identify it.
potions. That's true. Potions are. You're right.
I can
Potion.
make potions as long as I have the stuff. It takes about a day per potion to make.
Well, I think we should buy potions and get stuff for you. But Lindell just pointed out to me that there are two people with the Outlander background who can forge food.
Yes, excellent point.
Just me. I can make it real good too.
And she can cook. So maybe we should focus on the potions aspect of it because we tend to die a lot.
Also, if we're going into hills / mountains / underdark, climbing pittons and rope.
I was thinking, yeah, like a shovel, pickaxe, more rope, that kind of stuff. I have rope. I don't know, like, do other people have like ropes and torches and stuff like that?
Yep.
Yeah, I have both.
So potions, pickaxes, grapple hooks, that kind of stuff.
I got pickaxe and stuff. I'm used to going into tombs.
Okay. Does anyone have a grapple hook?
No,
Check
I
my
don't have
bag.
one of those.
I would like to pick up some parchment, but I can use my own gold to do that so that I can learn how to write, like, basically learn cartography with Casimir.
Okay.
No, so that wasn't a ruse.
Right.
I wanted to get his maps, but I think it'd be a useful skill as well.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so the current shopping list is grapple hook, shovel, and paper. Do we need
And
more rope?
ropes, pitons, hammers, those are good.
Well, we have hammers.
I've got
Okay.
10 pitons, hammer. I've got 50 feet of rope.
Yeah, so I feel like grappling hook, shovel, and paper. Is there anything else that anyone can think of? Do you have ink?
I have ink.
Okay. And something to write with.
Yep, I've got a quill.
And one question about the pearl is north end of town that's going to have a jeweler with that kind of material, or is this a lower end town where they're going to have cheap stuff, but not something high end like 100 GP pearl?
Well, I don't think we have the money. I only have like 200 gold. Wait, do I have 200 gold?
Only.
I've got
That's
10.
a lot of
Or
fucking
sorry, not
gold.
200 gold. 40 gold. Excuse me.
I've got 10
I was
gold.
like, I have 40 gold. Let me. I was meant to say 20, but no, it's 40 because I forgot about the amount that we had picked up. So it's 40 gold. I don't think I don't have enough. That's why I was trying to get him to buy it, but maybe him buying the potions would be the better.
Casimir, do you know anybody in town who might have basic potions and stuff?
I'm sorry, I've never been here before.
Alright, I'm gonna go talk to the barkeep.
Isn't someone in this party familiar with the town?
I mean, I might have been through a couple times, but I'm not like super familiar with it.
Barkeep,
What's up?
anybody, is there alchemist, potion dealer, anything like that in this town?
There's an alchemist on the other side. She's pretty good, I think. Adventuring types usually talk to her.
Alright, thank you. And sorry about the ruckus last night. I don't know what the hell is going on, but people are breaking in and trying to kill.
Weird. Alright.
Also, the eaves on the outside of the building need repair.
That's an odd thing to get damaged. Alright, must have been the storm. Alright. So at this point,
DM?
yes.
Can I spend the day to forage for a Lore root?
You can certainly try. So I think, remember we talked about the Lore root is like a desert plant, right?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
You're in like a pretty wet region of the world.
We're right on the edge of a big deserty looking thing on the map.
Which one?
The big deserty thing to the north.
The Causerain Hill?
I don't actually have the map in front of me. Is that what we decided?
You are 100 miles from the shrubland, so no. And the Causerain Hills, the colors on the map, I tried, they don't necessarily reflect reality. It's a pretty wet, mountainous region on this side. Like, it's functionally equivalent to kind of like the Rockies.
All right. Well, okay. Are we on the
you're on the western
front
side of
range
the
or the? Okay. Then I'll go along to the alchemists and see if the alchemist knows anything about a Lore root.
Alright. I think before we begin our shopping episode, I think this will be a good spot to stop for the week. Just so we can kind of come up with what you guys want to buy, what we're looking for, who you want to talk to exactly. So we've got the alchemist, and then maybe there might be a couple other stops. You have an extra 100 gold from Casimir to spend for...
Each?
No.
How much do potions cost?
It depends. So you're out in a... It's a town, so there's, a few thousand people who live here, but it's small. It's like not cheap.
Well, that's what I'm asking because it's a group resource, right? So the potions. I'm just saying, like, could we only buy one potion with it, or could we buy two? Like,
You
how
could
many
probably get
potions?
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay.
Depends on the potion. Depends on what you're trying to buy specifically. So if it's anything that can be made with materials that are easy to find around here, then yeah, you'll probably be set. But if it's not, then You know, you might get one potion out of it, like one, you know, kind of esoteric, distantly farmed potion.
Well, I'm thinking that we spend the 100 gold on healing potions. That's my suggestion. And then anything else we can, I mean, it's only going to be a couple gold, so we can buy that with our funds.
Also, I can, with about 25 gold worth of materials, and it takes me about a day to make basic healing potions. So if we want to get materials and sit down for a few days, I can brew up some of those in order to get ready for whatever's upcoming.
How long does it take to get to the place that Casimir wants to go to for the Underdark?
Oh, the what?
Well, he said he wanted us to go to the Underdark, right? And he
Yeah.
had some entrance he wanted us to use. How far is that?
Probably about 3 or 4 days travel up into the mountain.
So, I mean, yeah, we could spend, what, that'd be 4 potions. If we get 25 gold worth of the resources and take you 4 days.
Yeah, but I basically have to spend all day making it, so I might be able to, like, pending rolls or how the DM wants to break it down, if he allows me to do, like, every nighttime session when we're, like, setting up camp, I could probably get one pumped out every 2 or 3 days. Type of thing. So we could get enough materials for, like, 1 or 2, and then I can, like, do it in chunks if you're good with doing it in chunks like that.
Yeah, like if, let's say, because you said, I guess we could get 2, could we get 2 potions and then 50 gold worth of materials with the 100 gold? Or can we only get 1 potion and then 2 days worth of goods?
So a baseline price for a common healing potion is 50 gold. That's excluding markups from cities and everything like that. I can make the same potion for half the price, but it takes time.
Can we get maybe 1 potion and then 2 potions worth of materials, and then on the way to wherever we're going, you can at night try to make a potion?
So I would know this, DM, but could I brew a potion over a series of days, or does it have to be like a sit down and do it?
You gotta sit down and do it. If you take too long to do it, the materials don't mix right and it gets ruined and you lose the potion.
And he can't do it sitting like in the back of the wagon or something like that because it's too rocky.
Yeah,
You
Rocky
are
reduced
traveling
me.
places where the wagon probably will not go. So,
Because I guess the option is we either get two potions worth, right? That's 2 potions, and then we wait on the material, or we wait basically in town for you to make the potion.
Right, we could get the materials, spend a couple of days while I'm brewing, and get more potions for the money. Or we do it quick, get the potions, but we won't have as many.
Should not hang out here. We already have assassins trying to kill us.
Yeah, I am kind of worried
Look,
about the
distance and money in
assassins.
there.
So I say we just pick up whatever the gold can get us, and then I'll get materials later, and then I can just kind of spend a day here or there trying to keep our supplies up, and maybe
Okay.
resell them and at a marked up price because alchemists are probably willing to buy them.
So we'll go with 2. We can get 2 potions with the community gold, and then everyone else just comes up with their own personal list.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, I think we got a plan.
all right. We will pick up next week with your shopping trip.
It was awesome. Thank
Yay.
you. I want to keep playing.